Hello, my name is Raquel, and in this visual map, I'm going to show you some of the most interesting places to visit or activities to do in the UK. As you can see, I have divided my map into 4 areas of interest. Monuments here, towns up here, nature, natural parks, and finally, cultural places to visit. Let's begin with the monuments. If you go to London, you should definitely visit the free museums. Museums in Great Britain are free, so you don't have to pay a ticket, but you can leave a donation if you want. And some of these wonderful museums are the British Museum, where you can see the Elgin marbles coming from the Parthenon in Athens. There you can see parts of monuments coming from Greek temples, from Mesopotamian culture, from Egypt. You can see the mummies, etc., etc. Another museum you should definitely visit is the National Gallery, where you can see the famous painting by Velázquez, La Venus del Espejo. You can see many other museums like the Tate Gallery or the Tate Modern Gallery. And in other cities, you can see, for example, the National Gallery of Scotland in Edinburgh, where you can see another painting by Velázquez, La Vieja friendo huevos. If you move south near Salisbury, you should see Stonehenge. You know that it's the very, very famous megalithic monument known all over the world. If you continue going south, you can go to the city of Bath, and the whole town is very beautiful, and there you can see Roman baths. They are very famous too. If you go north, you go to Edinburgh. One of the most famous places to see, apart from the castle or Holyrood Palace, is Scots Monument. It's a Gothic monument which is a meeting point for the people in Edinburgh, and it's in Princess Street, a very busy place to visit. And finally, if you go to Wales, you could see Caernarfon Castle, which is a medieval castle near the sea, and the landscape is very, very beautiful. Well, the UK has a lot of towns that are worth a visit because they are really beautiful. I have selected some of them. Obviously, London is the most famous city. It's the capital city, and there you can see the Big Ben, the Parliament, Westminster Abbey, St Paul's Cathedral, the Tower Bridge and the Tower of London, many places, Buckingham Palace, etc., etc. Another city or town you should visit is Edinburgh. Edinburgh is known as the Athens of the North, and it's a beautiful, beautiful town with many monuments, and it's really worth a visit. You could also see Liverpool if you like music, because apart from being a beautiful place to visit, there you can see the Cavern, which is the place where the Beatles started to play, and it's a famous landmark there. Another beautiful city or town is Oxford. It's famous for the university, but it's very beautiful, and you can see all the colleges and university buildings, religious buildings, etc., etc. It's very beautiful. And finally, I have selected York, which is famous for the cathedral, but also for the beautiful streets, narrow streets, and you should see it too. As regards natural places, I have selected these 5. If you go to Edinburgh, you must go to the Highlands, and there you can see this place called Glencoe, which has beautiful mountains and valleys, sweet valleys, very green, and vast places with no population in them. You can't see a house in many kilometers, so it's really a beautiful place to visit. And in the Highlands, you must see the Loch Ness. It's probably the most famous lake in the United Kingdom. It's famous for Nessie, the monster, but of course it doesn't exist. But the merchandising in all shops makes you think that it really exists. But it's a very beautiful place. You can see the castle, and the dark waters of the lake are magical. If you go south to the other part of the country, you must see the white cliffs of Dover. Here you can see the white cliffs, here the sea. They are really, really beautiful too, and the pictures are nice. If you like forests, you should visit Sherwood Forest, which is known for Robin Hood stories, etc., etc. And if you go to the other island, to Ireland, to Northern Ireland, you must see the Giant's Causeway. It's an amazing place formed by basaltic rocks, and it's like a big organ near the sea. The sea is here, and the basaltic rocks are very dark, almost black, and the photographs here are impressive. Finally, let's focus on the cultural activities you can do in the UK. If you are a Harry Potter fan, you should visit Harry Potter Studios near London. There you can see the famous sets of the Bank of Gringotts, or the dining room in Hogwarts, etc., etc. So it's like being inside the film. If you go to Scotland, to Edinburgh in the month of August, you shouldn't miss the Edinburgh Festival. It lasts for a month, and you can watch the military tattoo in the castle. You can see plays in the theaters, but even in the streets, you can see a lot of performances, people acting in the street, jugglers, fire eaters, etc., etc. So it's very beautiful to see, even if you don't have a theatre ticket. Also in the summer, you can see the Notting Hill Carnival in London, in the area of Notting Hill, and it's a very colourful parade where you can see people coming from all over the world and in disguise with their costumes, colourful costumes. It's a very beautiful entertainment. If you like music, you should go to Glastonbury Festival. It's one of the most famous festivals around the world to listen to rock music, pop music, music in general. And finally, if you like theatre, if you like plays, you should go to Stratford-upon-Avon in the summer to watch one of the most famous Shakespeare plays performed on stage. Or if you are in London, you can go to the Globe Theatre and you can watch Shakespeare's plays there too. Well, these are the places I have selected from the UK. I hope you have liked them. Please share your places in Spain with us. Bye.